fan. I think it looks really good. I can't wear this. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are testing some of the hottest new beauty launches, including Nars, Patrick Ta, Gucci, and so many more. I can tell you right now, this video did not go the way I expected it to, but I am doing a full day wear test on this look that I created, so let's dive right in. We have had so many new complexion launches already in 2026, I can't keep up with all of the foundations and concealers being launched. I just reviewed the two new Forever foundations by Dior, which set the bar really high, but here we have the new Nars Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. They sent over 3 shades. This foundation is meant to give 24-hour wear, shine control, a natural matte finish, it's medium to full coverage. It has a soft focus blurring effect, advanced skincare, and a serum-like texture, which is meant to be really lightweight and breathable. I must be between shades in Nars foundations. I never know which shade I am. In my light reflecting foundation, I have shade Santa Fe, but I know I've worn 2.5 Sahel before, so that's one of the shade names I recognize in the trio that they sent. I want to try this first, and hopefully this one will work. I did a very light sunless tan last night. Oh, it is very thin. Okay. I'm using this brush just to swatch the shade. This is the new Patrick Ta concealer brush. We'll see if this one is going to work. It's not bad. I think I can make it work. This might be a little bit on the tan side. Of course, we're going into summer. I will most likely do more sunless tanning. I really don't want to use all 3 foundations so I can give the other 2 away. So I think I'm just gonna stick with this. That doesn't look too bad. It might be a little bit too golden of an undertone, but because my sunless tanner also has a golden undertone, I think we can make it work. I'm not going to overcomplicate it today. I'm going in with M2.5 Sahel from Nars. Sounds like this formula is going to be very comparable to the Dior Forever Skin Wear Foundation. And now I'm actually going to apply this with a fresh Sephora Pro 40 foundation brush. This is one of my favorite foundation brushes. And the only thing I have on my skin right now is skincare, no primer. I do have a little Nars pot concealer on this tiny little blemish right here, just because it was so red. I had a facial last week and it was amazing, and I know the products they used were incredible. My skin looked so glowy and fresh right afterwards, but it never fails. Right after I get a facial or any skincare treatment, I almost always have some sort of breakout or blemish afterwards. So I don't know if it just brought everything to the surface or it was just layering too many products on my skin, but I immediately grew a giant blemish on my chin, so I've been trying my best to hide it. It's very thin. I like the coverage. I like the finish. Dries down quickly to that natural matte. It's reminding me so much of the Dior Forever Skin Wear Foundation. It might be a little bit thinner. I don't love the shade match, but that's not fair. Okay. I have a proper wear test planned today. I'm actually getting ready for an event, so this makeup has to turn out really nice. And I'm pretty sure the event location is going to be outside, so we're going to be exposed to the elements. It's already pretty hot and humid. We will see just how long-lasting this foundation is. But I feel like the coverage doesn't go as far as I expected, so I've had to go back for a few pumps already, and it isn't the best shade match, so I definitely need to blend this down my neck. Damn it. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know if it's my skincare or what. I don't know if the camera is going to pick that up. I'm getting a lot of pilling right here. Do you see that? It's kind of rolling up, but I only have skincare on my face. Okay, so this isn't really the best skin day, to be fair to the foundation. My skin isn't looking the best. My chin is very dry because I've been putting a lot of medicine on my little blemish right here. So chin is definitely looking dry. I did not expect it to be clinging to the dry patches underneath my eyes so much. I don't know if I just have dry skin under there or what, or maybe I've just put too much eye cream on. I don't like how this is sitting under the eye. I did go in with a different eye cream today. I totally forgot. So that could be my fault. I'm feeling frustrated right now because I don't love the way this foundation is looking. It's okay It's not the best. I don't think it's particularly forgiving with my skin as it is right now, being that it's so dry. I already know I need to try this foundation again on another day when my skin isn't so dry and flaky, just so I can set it up for success. I feel like today isn't really a fair day to judge the foundation. I can't wear this. We have to keep it real. That was looking terrible. Nars is an incredible brand, and that was an awful representation. I washed my face. It was looking so bad. It was peeling all over the place. So I did a very, very light moisturizer, no eye cream, trying to keep the face as light as possible. And I'm also going in with a different shade. This is the lightest shade of the 3 they sent. This is M1.2 Patagonia. I tried it on my hand. It still looks a little bit yellow, but I think this shade overall will look much better than the Sahel. That was looking terrible. It was way too orange, it was way too dry, it was peeling and patchy all over the place, and now I'm really running out of time, so the makeup is going to have to be very simple, but let's try this again. Hopefully we can make this one work. I'm wearing Road Glazing Milk, a tiny bit of that concealer on the chin. If it looks a little dry and patchy on the chin, that's fine, I can live with that. But I cannot have it looking patchy and peely all over my face. That was looking so bad. I'm gonna do my best to use less product this time. I think I was piling too much product because it was looking uneven. I'm gonna work as fast as possible because it does dry down really quickly. This is already looking night and day better. Okay, so no messing around. When it dries down, it dries down. The shade is looking better. Do you see what I mean though? It still looks a little bit yellowy. I know that is a common complaint about Nars. Better shade match? Oh, this is looking 10 times better. Let me not ruin it on this side by talking. It dries quickly. The eye cream I used was from Guerlain. It's their new eye cream. It's beautiful. I used it last night and I loved it so much. My skin felt so hydrated and supple in the morning when I woke up. So I thought, oh, that's perfect. I'll use it again during the day. Turns out it's not a great eye cream for the day. Nighttime, it's great, but then it's very thick. It's very thick, it's very rich. It almost reminds me of the Sisley under eye mask. That's how thick it is. So maybe it just doesn't work great underneath makeup, or I need to use like 1/3 of the amount that I had used. Okay. All right, feeling calm. This is looking so much better. Not only is the shade better, but when I look up close, at least at the moment, I don't have any dryness or patchiness. I have to say something, and I know you're gonna think I'm biased, but between the two, I will say I definitely prefer the Dior foundation. I just feel like it really does look even and blurred. Like everything looks so creamy smooth, even though it's light. It's dry, but I feel like it was more forgiving. And I also think the Dior, even though it's also thin, for some reason, I feel like I had better coverage out of that foundation. But this looks a million times better. As frustrating as it is to wash your face and start from scratch, I'm so happy I did. I do have to wear this makeup out in public and see other people who work in the beauty industry, so I cannot be showing up looking like a patchy, peely, orange-faced freak. My makeup has to look decent. For concealer, we're going in with the new Patrick Ta Major Skin Soft Blur Brightening Concealer. And I went with shade Fair Rosy Neutral, shade number 4. I really like the component. It feels very nice. It looks like they're lip glosses, but actually a little bit thicker. It feels heavier. I don't know if the plastic is thicker or what, but it feels a little bit more substantial than the lip glosses. I also purchased the new Charlotte Tilbury concealer a while back, I think in January. It was one of my first purchases and I still have not tried that one yet. But I figured we would put this one to the test today. I'm excited. A little risky trying a new concealer when I have to go out, but I have faith in Patrick. The shade looks nice and brightening. I haven't seen any reviews of this product yet. Very quickly, I wiped the brush. It had that original orangey foundation. You would think I was self-sabotaging today. I promise I'm not trying to. Ooh. This is pretty. The shade is really pretty. The formula is pretty. I'm not loving this brush. It's a little bit too dense. The concealer is nice though. The concealer I really like. Maybe I need to try the other side. This is a fluffy side. This almost looks like it's meant for powder. No, I think this side actually works better for blending it out. It's a little bit more delicate. Yeah, the fluffy side is nice. This side is a little bit too dense. It doesn't have very much give. So I feel like this is good for pressing, like to cover this little blemish. But maybe not best suited for the very delicate under eye skin. That's what the fluffy side is better for. Maybe that was obvious to you. That was not obvious to me. I guess because it kind of looks like my 71 brush from Sephora. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Ooh, this is such a nice concealer. It looks very light, natural, but still it gives coverage, still gives brightness. I've always been so picky with concealer. Once I found my Natasha Denona, I kind of didn't really stray from that. But I really love the new Prada concealer. I like the new Chanel concealer. This concealer is looking really good. We have options now. So many great concealers on the market. And it blended really nicely on top of the foundation. I am so happy I washed my face. This is night and day difference. This is looking really good together. Everything looks nice and smooth, nice and creamy. Looks like the concealer is a bit hydrating. There's a little glow to it, which is nice. This is a really pretty combination together. I still have yet to try the Patrick Ta foundation, but the Nars foundation with the Patrick Ta concealer, this is looking really nice. I don't have a new setting powder to try, so I'm going in with my tried and true Chanel loose setting powder. And I have been loving this Chanel powder brush. This is Precision Powder number 107. It is the perfect shape. No settling or creasing so far. Everything has remained nice and smooth. And I'm just going in with a little setting powder just to make sure that it doesn't crease. For me, this step is necessary, especially because it is so humid outside. This also helps to make sure that any powder products we try to blend on top go on nice and smooth and don't look splotchy. I have a new powder bronzer from Say that I want to try, and new powder Gucci blush as well. My makeup was almost a disaster, but this is looking really impressive actually. Even the chin looks pretty good. I think washing my face a second time probably also helped to exfoliate some of that dead skin that started lifting. This is the new Say Beauty Super Suede Radiant Baked Bronzer in the shade Amalfi for light to medium complexions. This looks so smooth and buttery. I'm applying this using the Say All Over Powder Brush. I love a baked bronzer formula because it's slightly radiant but not too much. It's very matte, just so natural looking on the skin. Now this is kicking up quite a bit of dust, so I want to be careful. The only annoying thing is the compact does not have a mirror. That's pretty. Oh yeah, that is so pretty. It's so light, effortless, very natural. And when you look close, it just looks skin-like. There's a very, very, very light sheen to it, but not much. But it's not so matte that it looks really flat on the skin. It's really pretty. I'm almost positive the event where I'm heading today is near the water, so we definitely want to be bronzed and glowy. Kind of summer bronzed goddess makeup. Now this scares me a little bit. I know I want to use one of these new Gucci Glow blushes, but all of the shades are so vibrant, they're so intense. We cannot afford to mess up this makeup again, so I'm going to be very light-handed, and I'm going in with shade 04 Bright Pink. I'm just going in with the same very fluffy brush because I want to make sure I'm so light-handed. Yeah, that's pretty. Very nice. And I can see the glow coming through. So you really don't necessarily need to do highlighter on top. I'm going to stop there. I don't want to overdo it with the blush. It is very pretty and it gives such a natural flush, almost like you're a little bit sun-kissed. I quickly filled in my eyebrows. My usual brow pencil ran out. I actually had two that both ran out at the same time, so I'm using one shade darker in case the brows are looking a bit intense today. It's because they are. We're running short on time today, so I want to keep the eye look very simple. I don't have a ton of new products for the eyes today anyway, and I'm just going to do what I have been doing in all of my recent videos. This has been my go-to eye look, and it's what I've been doing for years now. A little bronzer in the crease, highlighter on the lid, and that's basically it. So I'm going in with this Sephora 26 fluffy brush, and I'm going to use the same bronzer that I have on my face today. It looks even more natural and almost monochromatic when you use the exact same products. And because it's a complexion product, it blends really nicely, very seamlessly. It's not overly pigmented. So it works great as a crease shade. I also really like doing this trick because it's always a very wearable, on the more natural side of makeup, so it's easy to wear out, goes with absolutely everything. The highlighter that I've been using all over the lid is this House Labs. As you can see, we are almost done with it. I hit pan a long time ago and I am really scraping the outer edges of this highlighter now. It's the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter in Peach Quartz. It's absolutely beautiful on the eyes. It's getting harder and harder to pick up with my brush. I'm really scraping my brush into that outer crust because I'm almost done with it, which of course makes me so happy because I know I'm going to be able to add a highlighter to the empties bin this year, which feels like such a success. It's a very sparkly highlighter. In fact, I didn't like it the first time I tried it on the face because I thought, whoa, that is way too much micro glitter. And then I started hate using it because I was trying to use it up. I know I didn't really like it that much, and I came around and now I use this for the face. I use it for the eyes, the body. It looks really pretty. I'm not sure I like it so much that I would replace it whenever I finish it, but I'm very happy using it now, obviously. I use it every single day. And same concept as the bronzer, because it's actually meant for the face, it goes on a little bit more sheer, and it ends up looking really pretty. See, that is the perfect lid color for the eye. I like to stick with neutral colors when I'm going out to an event, and most people usually do, to be honest. So I'm not trying to get too colorful or too experimental here. But that is basically it. So soft, effortless. You don't even have to pull out different products. Now this is really exciting. I have a few new products here to try from Aora, Mexico. There's two lippies. I have an eyeliner and a lip liner here. I want to try the Intensifying Eye Pencil. This is shade Cafe. I love that it's already pre-sharpened. That helps save me some time. I'm just gonna run this on the top lash line. It has been such a long time since I've done a true pencil liner on the top lash line. Gonna wing it out just a little bit. What I like about a pencil or retractable versus liquid, which is what I normally use, is that you can smudge it out and create a kind of soft, smudgy, romantic eye look. It's a little bit less harsh. It's better for daytime. I am, however, a creature of habit, which is why I typically just default to the liquid eyeliner, but that's all it is. It's default. Yeah, that's pretty. It looks soft, like the perfect daytime eyeliner. I also like that it's the perfect combination of creamy and pigmented. That tip is allowing me to get nice and sharp, but it still goes on smooth. Very pretty. I love it. Now I have a perfect alternative when I don't want to do a liquid eyeliner for daytime. I think this is nice. It's very soft, but still gives some definition. I did a little bronzer beneath the lower lash line as well, so now eyes are almost done. I have a new mascara here to try. This is from Lancome. It's the Lashy Doll Curl Goddess mascara. I usually really love Lancome mascaras, so I'm excited to try this new formula. The wand looks interesting. It's kind of twisty. It's not just curved, the wand itself looks a little bit curly. And I have been very consistent using my Swede eyelash serum. I don't know if I've seen results yet. It's still probably too early. But I like that it's not irritating me. That already feels like a win. My eyes aren't red and irritated in the mornings. Okay, pretty. The first coat is very fluffy. I normally like a little bit more volume, so let me go back and do a second coat. I appreciate that it's a natural lash right now, and then you can kind of build it up if you prefer more. But it's not too thick and clumpy right away. My eyelashes are all different lengths right now, so I think any mascara would look a little funny. I like that it looks really fluffy. I don't know how, but my lashes are perfectly separated. They look fluffy. They don't look clumpy. I really like the way this is looking. I'm a fan. I think it looks really good. I feel a bit lost when it comes to mascara at the moment. I have so many open tubes. There are a lot of mascaras that I like, but I don't know if I have my one go-to mascara at the moment. I used to be so loyal to like one or two, and that was it. The problem is I end up finishing the tube, I repurchase the same exact mascara, and then it doesn't give me the same effect, or for whatever reason I don't like it as much the second time around. This is looking so pretty. I feel like I should hate this wand because it's not what I typically like, but it's working. Of course, Lancome knows what they're doing with mascara. For lips, I'm going in with these Aora Mexico products. This is the lip liner in shade Rosa 0.05. And then this is the Solid Lip Serum, which looks really pretty. It's kind of like a lip balm, but I think it has treatment in it as well. Another really sharp pencil, which I appreciate. And it's a pretty color. I'm gonna kind of blend this in. The rest of the makeup is so natural. I think we can have a bolder lip. I'm gonna blend that out with my finger. Ooh, it smells minty. It's nice. It's so much fun. I feel like this is gonna wear really nicely because it's just basically a serum-y lip balm and lip liner. So right now it's very intense, but I think as I wear it, it's going to just look like your lips but better. I need to fix my hair, get dressed, and get ready for the event and run out the door. I am so behind. I still feel like I'm somewhat glowy, even though we set with powder and the foundation is natural matte. Everything still looks nice and plump and skin-like, not too dry, but also not too glowy either. I'm excited to see how this wears. I feel like this makeup has so much potential. I am so happy with the way things turned out. Considering how tragic it was looking when we first started, this is major improvement. I changed, I fixed my hair. We are rushing, but we are ready. And overall, I am so happy with the way this makeup turned out. I love the bronzer. I love the blush. I love this soft, very easy, effortless eye. I love the concealer. The concealer might be my biggest favorite out of everything that we've tested today. It seems like all of the brands have finally hit their stride, have hit the sweet spot when it comes to concealer, because this could be another incredible new formula. But we are going to put it to the test. I'm going to throw these lippies in my purse and take them with me, and then we are headed out. And here we go. Here's the real tea on the Nars foundation and this makeup look. As you can see, I am on my way to the event, natural lighting in the Uber. The venue is on the water, but the actual event, the panel and lunch, ended up being inside, which was nice because the weather has been so hot. I still popped out for a short moment just to take a little mirror selfie at the bathrooms. And here I am on my way home. I have not touched up at all. I was eating, I was drinking. The lippy is mostly gone, but the foundation still looks really good at this point. And I received a few compliments on my makeup and skin while I was there, so I feel like it looked really good in person. Here is where things take a turn at the end of the day. Now, to be fair, this is at least a full 12 hours later, and I must have rubbed off most of the foundation from my chin because it's pretty bare. The lighting in this bathroom isn't good, but my pores are screaming. The patchiness, the unevenness of my skin looks brutal. After the type of day I had, I'm not totally surprised by the state of my makeup, but I'm definitely not impressed considering it is meant to be long wear. And now you can call me petty boots all you want in the comments, but just to show you, this is the final wear test of the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. There is not even a competition here, in my opinion. I will absolutely give the Nars another chance. I will keep testing it out, but right now, I just prefer the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation from the brand. Now the Patrick Ta Concealer, that is phenomenal. Highly recommend.